This is Valley News Live at 6.
We're learning tonight that charges are expected to be increased to murder surrounding the death of a 14-year-old girl.
The teenager passed away today in a Fargo hospital. The father of 14-year-old Daisy Paulson, known as Jupiter, says his daughter was removed from the machines keeping her alive around noon today. She will live on through organ donation, and her dad says they're planning a walk of honor in hopes that her legacy will continue in others.
Friday morning, police were called to the Party City parking lot of 13th Avenue South in Fargo after a man driving a garbage truck says that Arthur Colley, with one hand on Jupiter's nose and another on her throat. Video surveillance shows Colley spent around 25 minutes assaulting the girl before running off. She was found with more than 20 stab wounds.
Colley told investigators that he suffers from mental health issues and is currently living at Stepping Stones Resource Center. He said he used meth the afternoon before and hadn't slept since using. He's already facing attempted murder charges. The state's attorney's office says they are now waiting for more information from police before filing anything new with the court. Jupiter's family will be raising the Donate Life flag at 10 tomorrow morning at Sanford Hospital. The flag raising is a tradition for the families of organ donors to honor their loved ones.
Here's some serious damage from last night's storm. This is in Horace, and that was a grain bin. Pretty scrunched by the strong winds of last night, and there might be more of it tonight. Let's hope not as dangerous. Hutch is here now with what's going on right now. Hutch?
Thanks so much, Mike. Good evening, everyone. It does look like a quieter evening as we go through, but it wasn't quiet near Lake Ida either. Take a look at this. Rick, thanks for uploading your photo. This is at the J&K Marine out there. Ripped off the building and some tree damage there on the apple farm and around the area. Now, as we look at our areas tonight, we have the south winds chugging, clear skies, and the heat is on. Look at our storms this morning, tracking from east and pushing west. Now they're going to start coming back this way. Will they hit us? Well, in our area, we do have a couple of showers. They're near Wells County and western reaches of Foster and Eddy County, seeing some sprinkles, very light and not expected to be severe. The severe weather is out west tonight, and that's where I think it stays. Rainfall estimates, radar estimates, southern parts of Stutzman, northern Lamar County, upwards of 11 inches of rain. Now, rain gauges were overflowing, but the largest report we heard was somewhere around 8 inches. If you have a report in your rain gauge and it could handle over 8 inches, pass that along. 1 inch or so here in the FM area reported, as we are hot in the south, near 90 now, 71 Devil's Lake, and the forecast for tonight, well, looks pretty warm with storms in the west, a possibility but not severe. Look at all the rain in southern parts of Stutzman County there, guys. Some flooding concerns, more rain in the forecast. I'll have hour-by-hour details on when and where in a minute.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
If you were one of the almost 20,000 people in Moorhead last night without power, here's why. Moorhead Public Service says just after 10:30 last night, they had a major outage that took almost 3 hours to restore. MPS says one of its transmission lines sustained lightning damage and was knocked over.
From drought and triple-digit temperatures to last night's severe thunderstorms and hail, Marion, North Dakota farmer Eric Lallam says it's been a tough planting season. His 1,400-acre farm was hit with 4 to 5 inches of rain and golf ball-sized hail during last night's storms. He says the rain was a godsend, but the hail damaged his crops. Through all of the severe weather, he says he's trying to remain optimistic.
It is what it is. It could have been a lot worse, and we'll just pick up the pieces and move on.
Lallam told us he won't know if he'll have to replant any crops due to the hail damage until later this week.
A Detroit Lakes family is displaced tonight after a bolt of lightning struck their home and started a fire, destroying the roof and leaving heavy water damage throughout the rest of the home. It happened at 613 West Main Avenue early this morning. A neighbor says she heard and felt the lightning.
Heard it, thunder and lightning, and I thought, oh, I better get up and close the windows. But I was about to turn the window shut, and wham! I thought, oh my God, I got something struck.
A neighbor next door reported one of their outlets blew up in the wall because of the strike. No one on the block was injured.
That fire that ripped through a South Fargo strip mall last month was intentionally set. An estimated $1.25 million in damage was caused at the South Point Business Park, located along 32nd Avenue and 20th Street South. At this point, police say no one has been arrested and there are no suspects at this time.
Becker County authorities are still looking for someone who started a house on fire in Audubon last Tuesday. Someone called 911 after witnessing the fire being intentionally set at 320 Eagle Street. Everyone was able to get out, but a dog died in the fire. If you have any information, call the Becker County Sheriff's Office or submit a tip through the Association of Arson Investigators.
And authorities in Duluth say a teenage girl saved her family when their house caught on fire. It broke out early this morning. Firefighters seeing flames from a second-story window. 4 adults and 4 kids getting out after the assistant fire chief says the 15-year-old girl woke up, realized the house was burning, and told everyone to get out. One man did suffer burns to his hands when he tried to put the fire out. Authorities say it likely started due to an electrical problem.
Crews have returned to remove concrete barriers around the Minneapolis intersection where George Floyd was killed more than a year ago. Today's effort came after city crews last week tried to reopen portions of the sprawling memorial. The disruption prompted local activists, some of whom were angered and surprised, to respond by erecting makeshift barricades. City leaders described the process in a statement as a community-led reconnection of the intersection, which has been closed to traffic and guarded by residents since Floyd was killed in May of last year.
Do you know who this person is? Police say it's a person of interest in an incident that happened on MSUM's campus back in March. Authorities say this person placed several hate speech stickers throughout the campus. If you have any information, call detectives at 218-299-5284.
Happening right now, Fargo's school board talking about disciplinary actions against a board member who didn't follow the district's masking policies. A memo filed for the meeting says face masks were required as part of the Smart Restart plan, and Jennifer Benson didn't comply with the rule. We're hearing some parents plan to rally in support of her. We are streaming this meeting on our website, and we'll have the latest on Valley News Live at 9 and 10.
There will be a roar of fighter jet engines over Fargo tonight. We're told that 4 F-18s are here for a joint training exercise. The U.S. Marine jets are working with the Air National Guard's 119th Operations Group in Fargo and the Army National Guard to see how the units react together. Now, if you see them flying over the city tonight, they'll be returning from that exercise. The F-18s will leave the air base in North Fargo later this week.
For decades, a Minnesota family has wondered what really happened to a family member who died in World War II. That could be changing. Details later on Valley News Live at 6.
And tonight, our risk of severe storms here in the eastern part of North Dakota much quieter. We do have some rain showers we're watching in the Devils Lake Basin and Wells County in particular, while the stronger storms remain out to the west. We'll tell you where they're going to head overnight tonight in your hour-by-hour forecast. Join us. Weather's next.